for tonight. So this Monday Hustle, taking the virtual next trends limelight to share with us, winning success principles in network marketing is one of our young millennial yet seasoned top leaders. So we will learn from her decades of experience and some proven principles that have helped her thrive in this business to becoming one of our multi-awarded USANA's Philippines top leaders. And of course, here she was a graduate of BS Accountancy in Pamantasan ng lungsod ng Maynila. She is a certified public accountant. So shout out to our CPAs in the group. So, and a former auditor at KPMG Philippines and an external auditor at San Miguel Pure Foods. So for those people na skeptic in the business, skeptic as she was to venture in this type of business because of her background as an auditor. She strived to understand the business as she saw its huge potential. So, and how it can help her achieve her dreams for herself and for her family. So, Coach Rowee is one of the next gen's favorite speakers, and as she is passionate in educating and sharing insight and practical tips that work. She is now one of our executive Ruby director, USANA's Philippines convention speaker, and a multi-million peso achiever and a consistent top income earner. A travel incentive qualifier, a top in rank awardee, and a trimestral growth awardee, and of course, our certified next gen first class colleagues and friends. Please join me in welcoming our executive Ruby director, Miss Rowee Pontigon. Good evening, Coach Rowee.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So naririnig naman ako, Coach Grace, no? Very clear?
Yes, very clear, Coach.
So yun. Kapit lang tayo, no? Well, anyways, can you type in the chat box kung saan po kayong lugar, di ba? Where are you? Di ba? I just wanted to know. Ayan, so from UK, Canada, Davao, Nueva Ecija, Cavite, Fairview. Yeah, Japan, ang dami. Okay. All right, so are you ready? Can you type in, I am born ready? Sino kamukha ko? Magkamukha daw tayo, Grace, di ba? Para medyo na nabasa ako dun eh. Yan, so magiging Ruby director din si Coach Grace, di ba? Okay, so let me start, di ba? Magsimula na po tayo. By the way, guys, my name is Rowee Pontigon. I'm a certified public accountant by profession. So meron po bang mga CPAs in the house? Diba? Type naman kayo sa chat box para mabasa ko. Diba may mga CPAs ba rito? Okay. So I came from KPMG Philippines and nakakatawa lang kasi yung biruan namin doon. KPMG daw, kulang sa pera, maraming gawa. Pero totoo naman, nakakatawa pero totoo. And I know, it's not only in the auditing firm, but lahat, di ba, kung saan tayo nagsimula. Okay, so yeah. My first question is, where are you? And sinagot nyo sa akin from iba-ibang bansa. Yeah, in behalf of Next Gen, I wanted to greet each and everyone and good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all the way from Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, and international market natin. I know meron dito mga sa international umaga. Di ba, gumising na maaga para maka-attend ng training. Di ba, okay lang, palakpakan natin sila. Kasi that's an effort, 'di ba? Meron naman dito mga late na, 'di ba? Yung advance yung oras sa atin. And okay lang din, palakpakan din natin sila. But for me, 'di ba, I wanted also yung mga ka-same ng time slot, 'di ba, sa Philippines. 'Di ba? Palakpakan din. Kasi instead na hinahatak na siya ng kama, umupo pa sa upuan para mag-training. Okay? Tama? Pero siguro guys, tanong ko lang. Nakaupo ka ba? Di ba may pen and paper ka ba? O baka mamaya naka-off cam ka tapos nakahiga ka. So mentor, ikaw lang naman po nakakaalam nun. Di ba? Hindi namin malalaman pero ikaw alam mo yon. But at the end of the day, guys, di ba? If you think that you could be successful in that, then go for that. Kasi at the end of the day, the person who will blame your results will be yourself. And the person who will recognize and papalakpak sa resulta mo, ikaw din naman. Okay? So, palakpak, no? Ayan. So, alright. So, where are you? Who are you? Diba, sino rito yung mga runners pa ng PPS? Diba, can you type in the chat box PPPS? Ayan. PPPS. Alright, so marami tayong mga PPPS. Meron po ba dito na non-member pa ng USANA? Na sinendan ka ng link tapos di mo alam, ito pala yon. Well, hello din po sa inyo. Alright. How about yung mga Jurassic? Diba? Sige na, wag na Jurassic. Can you type me? If you are more than 6 months or more than 1 year in USANA. Okay, me. Yan yung mga maingay, no? Pag may training tayo. Okay. Natatawa si Coach Grace. Dali. Kunin ko lang yung sa natin. Alright, so I'm ready, no? I know guys, marami ka iniisip, baka yung labada mo, di ba, na nakasampay pa, yung niluluto mo, or kung ano man yan. So, tabi mo lang muna, di ba, makinig ka lang muna sa atin right now. And I just wanted to, last question, how are you? Kamusta ka ngayon? Di ba, ikaw ba yung, hindi ka pa member ng USANA, but you've been praying years ago na sana, Lord, may dumating na opportunity. Sa everyday, you've been playing with that. Yung iba niluhod mo na yan. And yet, you keep on asking yourself na bakit wala pa? Bakit yung iba meron, bakit ako wala pa? And good news, kasi maybe hindi mo alam, I don't even know how were you invited, pero baka ito na yung pinagdadasal mo. All you need to do is to open up your eyes. Diba? Baka may masasabi ako na yun na pala yung magbibigay ng breakthrough sa'yo. Diba? It's not really about me. It's really about your prayer. Ina-answer tonight, di ba? How about those people who are runner for PPPS? Ikaw ba yung tipo na bagong join lang sa company natin and you're too excited? Di ba yung sobrang, grabe Lord, parang answered prayer, baka ito na yon. And then, pagdating ng product sa bahay, biglang natulala ka na. Sabi, ang dami-dami pala, tapos na inano mo pa, sabi nga, pyramid nga, kasi di ba, ginanon yung product. Di ba, kapit lang. Kasi I know for sure, you did not join na wala kang nakikita. For sure may nakita ka. Kailangan pang hawakan mo lang. Or how about, sino dito yung mga runner ng PPPS? Di ba some of you hit it on the first week and you're too excited with that. Or some of you hindi nyo pa siya nahihit pero may oras pa. Di ba guys, laban. Di ba? Sabi nga, even if it's last 2 minutes, kailangan mo siyang ilaban because there's still a minute. Diba? Kapit lang. Ako I still remember before, ganyan din yung ginawa ko. Mamaya, kwento ko na lang din, no? Or sino dito yung, you keep on attending trainings for the hope na baka may mangyari. Tapos baka sabihin mo sa sarili mo na, ito na naman, training na naman. And then you keep on dragging yourself na to attend a training. Guys, maniwala ka sa akin. Diba? This training could not be an ordinary training. Depende kung ano yung pagdidesisyonan mo. Sabi nga nila, if the student is ready, the teacher will always appear. So, konting kwento lang no, bago ko magsimula. Marami ako narinig. They attended the convention, Asia Pacific, and then right after that, they got their breakthrough. May narinig din naman ako, they attended the US or international convention. When they attended that, they got their breakthrough. Yung iba naman sa MOA Arena, yung iba naman sa mga iba-ibang trainings with the well-known speakers. Pero you know what? Ako personally, what's my breakthrough? Simple lang. I just attended a training sa 9th floor. It's just an ordinary training. Actually, in-arrange siya, pero hindi ganun kamahal yung bayad niya. It's just an ordinary training. And you know what? Because of that training, I got my biggest and first breakthrough, which is the gold directorship, and so on and so forth. So, mentor, what's your point? Makinig ka lang. Kasi baka hindi, di ba, when you say surprises, basta surprise ka na lang, baka ito na. Baka you can get your aha moment. Diba? It depends upon you. And I'm praying, diba? And I'm hoping na sana ngayong gabi na yon. Okay? So, Mentor Rowee, why are you here? I'm not here to impress or kung ano-ano man. Diba? I'm just here kahit hindi kayo lahat. Diba? For those participants, 892, 895 plus YouTube, hindi ko go, good sana na ma-inspire kayo everyone. But my goal is not only to inspire you. Kahit isang tao lang dito, ma-inspire kita. Yes, ikaw. Diba? Ikaw. Diba? Ma-inspire kita. And you will make your move after. Diba? Okay na ako dun. Okay? So, let's start with the training. So, thank you for that, ma'am. Tel Aviv lang yan. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so this is me. Well, thank you so much to Mentor Nat Dakor and Miss Beng for giving me the opportunity. Diba? Yeah, up until now, may chills pa rin ako kasi I'm mamihiyain by profession. I'm an introvert. Pero sabi nga nila, when God choose you, He choose you. Diba? Just accept the challenge. So sabi ko, sige, Miss Beng, diba, let's do this. Mamaya, malalaman niyo yung story. So, your strongest muscle and worst enemy is your mind. Train it well. So, kaya ka nandito tonight. It's not simply by just you attending the same ordinary training. Mentor, narinig ko na yan Mentor, narinig ko na yan Yun na nga, narinig mo na. Kasi kung totoong narinig mo, di sana ina-apply mo at may resulta na. So, kaya ako umaaten ng training. Kasi imagine, ako when I entered sana, I'm 22 years old. So imagine mo na lang, guys, diba, I know what to do. Sabi ko sa mentor ko, Mentor, I know what to do, but I can't do it. Marami bang nakarelate ng ganun? Alam ko naman po Kaya sabi, magpag-bullshit ka. Tapos ikaw, it came to a point, ayaw mo na magpag-bullshit. Kasi alam mo naman yung sasabihin ng mentor mo. But the big question is, ba't hindi mo magawa? Ba't hindi mo makuha yung resulta? Tama? Kasi ibig sabihin, may kulang. That's why you need to attend a lot of trainings. Diba? It takes 10,000 hours for you to be able to master one training or one skill. So you need to train your mind. Kasi you grew up, sabi nga nila, hindi mo raw kasalanan na mamuhay na mahirap, pero kasalanan mo na raw kapag mamamatay kang dukha. Di ba? Sabi nila yun Tama? So ibig sabihin, that 22-year-old mindset, or if you are 60 years old, that 60 years old mindset, kailangan natin i-battle. So, kailangan mo siyang pukpukin para mag-knockout. Para pag nag-knockout siya, yung overthinking, mawala, and then you start doing. So, we need to train it well. Kaya, pagka nakikinig ka ng training, di ba, laban lang. If you want to invest in something with minimum and a guaranteed big return, di ba, sabi nga nila, invest in yourself. And guys, tonight, you're investing in yourself, di ba? Congratulations to you. So, wag pong magsasawang umattend ng training. Okay, so short story. My life before you sana. Youngest and living with parents. I'm the bunso. Kaya alam po yan ng mga kapatid ko, very indecisive talaga ako. Di ba kung ano yung gusto before? Di ba kung ano yung gusto? Sabi ko, sige, let's go for that. Lalo na typically, I'm the type of person na yung ayoko ng conflict. Kaya pagka sa mga friends, di ba, parang, saan tayo kakain? Ang like ko siya sabi kayo. Di ba? Kahit saan. Ewan kung meron lang kainan kahit saan So, that was me before. And of course, I graduated from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Maynila. So, kagaya po ng karamihan, I always tell them, di naman ako matalino. Masipag lang. Kasi, bakit masipag? Kasi hindi tayo pwede bumagsak. Kasi, limited lang yung resources or yung finances ng magulang. So, I did not grow up with a silver spoon with a silver spoon. Di ba? Kagaya ng karamihan. Hindi rin naman yung story talaga na todo-todo na pang maalaala mo kaya. Di ba? Just like simpleng tao na lumalaban lang everyday. Kaya ikaw, di ba, pag feeling mo simpleng tao ka, basta lumalaban ka lang everyday, di ba, push mo lang yan. Kasi some of us, minsan masabi natin, like ako, sabi ko, paano yun? Hindi naman talaga todo-todong rags to riches. So, ibig sabihin, hindi enough yung why ko, baka hindi ako maging successful. So, kung hindi naman ganito yung story ko. But guys, at the end of the day, diba, ikaw pa rin naman magkikreate ng story mo. Even simpleng tao, diba, an ordinary person, give that an extraordinary challenge. Pag na-overcome yan, it will be an ordinary result. Kaya i-claim mo na talaga siya ng todo. Alright? So yan. And of course, I'm an auditor in KPMG and San Miguel Pure Foods and very OT and laging stressed. Diba, financially challenged. Sino dito yung member ng 1530? Diba yung 1530 club? Diba yung pag-15, diba yung saya-saya mo? Kasi magyayayaan kayo ng barkada like Jollibee, McDo, Greenwich. Pero, tas okay pa, ang saya-saya mo pa. Tas after ng, diba, 15, mga pagdating na 20, 21, 22, talagang gapang na. Diba yung parang galit-galit na. Yung tara labas tayo. Ay, busy ako eh. Yung pala yung wallet lang yung walang laman. Hindi naman pala talaga busy. So that was me. So it's very challenging. Especially yung like, meron ba dito yung kulang na lang basagin mo rin yung alarm clock, di ba, every morning? Sabi ko, grabe talaga yan eh. Kasi ako mahilig talaga ako matulog. So sabi ko, especially yung kapag ka malamig, di ba parang snooze ka, tas snooze ka, tas snooze ka. Tapos yung huling snooze, talagang babangon ka na. Kasi wala ka ng choice. Tapos habang tumatakbo ako papunta sa office, sasabihin ko sa sarili ko, dapat kasi hindi nagmamadali eh. Bukas nga aagahan ko. Tapos yung kinabukasan pagdating, ganun pa rin. So sabi ko, I dream of a life na, sabi ko, meron bang buhay na yung simple lang? Ganun lang ha. Mentor, why did you join Sana? Why did you stay? Simple lang. Because I wanted a simple life. Living with your own terms. So, explain ko yan na maigi, no? Prior joining Sana, ang gusto ko ay simpleng buhay. Nung nag-start ako ng Sana, up until now, ang gusto ko pa rin simpleng buhay. So, grabe mentor, ano yung simpleng buhay? So, minsan pala, pareho lang naman talaga yung gusto mo, magkaibang definition lang. Kasi nagle-level up lang din yung definition mo. So, before, ang gusto ko na simpleng buhay, sabi nila wag daw maghangad eh. Kasi be contented with what you have. Diba? Wag daw maghangad kung ano lang yung meron daw ikaw. So, that was the simple life. So, sabi ko, pagka kumakain ng 3 beses ang isang araw, somehow nakapag-travel, medyo lumalabas, nakakakain naman somehow ng gusto, though hindi all the time, sabi ko, okay na yan. Kasi when I look around, there are a lot of people na wala nga makain. When I look around, maraming ang tao walang trabaho. So, sabi ko, kahit pagod to, laban na. Sabi ko, okay na to. Pero alam mo, when I got to see the opportunity of Sana, yung simpleng buhay, sabi ko, grabe. Grabe pala. Sabi ko, oo nga, no? Yung simpleng buhay, yung kung ano yung gusto mong kainin, makakain mo. Kasi gusto mo. Dahil hindi limited yung budget mo. And then when you go to the restaurant, dahil mahal mo yung pamilya mo, anytime, hindi kailangan ng special occasion para pag-ipunan at makain yan. Basta anytime pag nag-crave, yung pwede mo maibigay. Sabi ko, grabe, no? Dati hindi ko kayang gawin yan. Diba? Hanggang dream lang. Or, di ba, yung paggising mo, sabi ko, pwede ba yun? Yung simpleng buhay na gigising ka, hindi dahil tumunog yung alarm clock, kundi gigising ka kasi tapos ka na matulog. Tapos pag gusto mong matulog, makatulog ka. Pag gusto mong gigising, gigising ka. So sabi ko, saya, no? And lastly, sabi ko, eto yon. God did not create the wonders of the world para titigan sa Google at sa postcard. It is meant para puntahan. So sabi ko, oo nga, no? Parang ginawa yan ng Diyos, di ba? Kailangan makita ng dalawang mata ko. Because my eyes is meant to see beautiful things, di ba, around me. Ang bonus pa doon, what if you are given an opportunity na hindi lang ikaw mag-isa travel, kundi yung buong grupo mo at buong pamilya mo, kahit sino pa yan, ikaw magta-travel. Like, mentor, oo nga, no? Yung pag nagbo-book ka, yung dati kasi nag-aantay ako ng piece of fare eh. Pero ngayon, hindi eh. Sabi ko nga, darating yung time. Sabi ko, ito lang yun. Darating yung time. One day, di ba, parang passive income ka na sa Sana, okay na talaga. You built your business good. Tapos biglang na-bore ka. Na-boring. Tapos sabi mo, nakaka-bore naman. Tapos meron kang mapa sa harap. Tapos meron kang yung pang-dart. Tapos nag-dart ka. Sabi niya, Lord, saan ba ako pupunta? Tapos tumama, Switzerland, Europe. Okay, sige, let's go. Hindi ka nag-aantay. Di ba, ng piece of air or what? Kahit sino pa yan, kahit ilan pa yan, you can go with that. Ito pa, may mga kilala ko, travel na kapag travel naman kami. Pero sabi ko, pero iba sa'yo sana. Merong 1-star na travel, may 3-star na travel, pero may 5-star na travel. Diba, what will you choose? So sabi ko, kung i-experience mo na lang din naman, bakit hindi mo i-experience yung best of the best? Tama? So, yeah. So, that's the reason. Diba, yun yung reasons kung ba't ako nag-stay. Mamaya, i-check nyo na lang din yan. Alright. So, paano ako nag-start? Simple lang. Diba, I was invited by our Ruby director, diba, Coach Jen Dichanco. So, shout out to Coach Jen. Kasi kung walang taong nagdala sa'yo, di ba, kung walang taong nagdala sa'yo sana, kung walang taong nag-sponsor sa'yo, wala ka dito. Kaya guys, maniwala ka, yung sponsor mo na yan, wag mo sisihin. Mag-thank you ka dyan. Tama? And ako, I'm very thankful with Coach Jen. Why? Kahit, di ba, at times, di ba, parang pag ikaw, ba't hindi ka nag-invite? Eh, kasi upline, baka pag-isipan niya ako na masama eh. Ba't hindi ka nag-invite? Eh, kasi apps, baka isipin niya, ni-scam ko siya. Baka isipin niya ganito. Pero you know what? Di ba, do not look at that moment when you are inviting the person. Di ba, look at what will happen to the person that you're inviting years from now. Kung ano yung pwede mangyari sa kanya. For example, you will be the person who invited Mentor Nat. Di ba, how would you feel? But if you are the person who invited the Star Diamond directors, di ba, how would you feel? Tama? Kaya yung taong i-invite mo right now, wag mo nang pagdudahan yan. Di ba, that person would be the next Diamond director. Ang tanong, dahil sa takot na takot ng invite, hayaan mo bang ma-invite yan ng iba? Tama? So ikaw din, baka mamaya diamond na, maging bato pa. Kaya invite mo na yan. Bawal po judgmental. Alright? So yeah, simple lang, I was invited in a gimmickan. And pagpasensya niyo na po yan na. So that was madaling araw. Tumatawag si Mentor Ed Miguel kay Coach Jen. Tapos irritated pa si Coach Jen that time. Parang, mentor, parang, basta bring for people. Ganyan. Tapos, mentor, kasi, di ba, ganun pagbago, di ba? Mentor, pwede bang isa lang? Pwede bang dalawa lang? Hindi, bring for people. And you know what? Day one, when she said yes upline, pagtingin niya sa table, kami nakita niya. Kami. Tapos sabi niya, simple lang. Sabi namin parang, bakit ka ba namang problema? Eh kasi tumawag yung mentor ko eh. Ito. Alam ko na. As in, alam ko na. Ano ba yan? Yusana, networking, 47,000, mag-i-invite ka, may produkto, ibebenta mo, magte-training ka, madaling arawin sa training. I know everything. Guys, if you are that person, pupunta ka ba yes or no? At the back of my mind, naisip ko rin, hindi naman mag-scam to. Kasi wala nga akong pera eh. Kaya ikaw, when you join, tapos sinag-isipan mo yung sponsor mo, tapos wala ka naman, hindi kayo scamin. Kung scam lang usapan, dapat yung marami na. Tama? Pero ako, at the end of the day, this is my friend, di ako papahamak nito. Ang kasunduan namin that time, makikinig lang. Tapos sabi ni Coach Jen, oo, makikinig lang kayo, makikinig. So, to cut the long story short, we went to the office. Tapos yan, nasa front ako, matalining upline, sabi, alam mo, what's your name, Rowee? Alam mo, dyan ako nakaupo dati, sa front seat And you know what? Right after I joined, talagang sabi ko sa utak ko, papatunayan ko na hindi ako sasali. Kasi at the end of the day, wala akong pera. Okay, matalino din para bawal CR, no? Bawal umalis. Boom, 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 ba. Yan. After, will you join? So, yes. May pang-join ka, wala. Tapos, pero kayang gawa ng paraan. Diba? So, during that time, sabi ni Coach Jen, huwag kayong sumali. Alam mo ba? Ako pinilit ko pang sumali. Hindi, di ba usapan natin hindi sasali? Sabi ko, hindi sasali ako. Maganda palang technique yan, no? So, anong point, mentor? If you found the right person, sometimes hindi na sila kailangan piliin. Kasi yung taong nakakakita, siya ang gagawa kasi may nakikita siya para kumita siya. Kasi yung taong walang nakikita, hindi gumagawa ng paraan kasi walang nakikita, kaya ang ending, walang kinikita. Kaya it's in the eyes, di ba? Ikaw, tignan mo lang din. And wag mong pagdudahan yung nakita mo in the first place. Alright? So going back, di ba? I'm very shy, introvert, walang bilib sa sarili. I don't have savings that time. Ang dami kong takot tsaka duda. Di ba? Ang dami namin pinaghahanap. Pero pinagdudahan ko na lang din siya after. Pero what I've realized, pag duda ka ng duda, walang mangyayari sa'yo. Pero pag pinaniwalaan mo yung paniniwala mo, kahit na ano pa yan, may mangyayari sa'yo. Tama? So sabi ko, nung time nga na kumain ka ng chichirye, hindi mo naman chinek yung calories eh. Pero bakit nung time na pinakataan ka ng vitamins, kung todo check ka? Sabi ko, oo nga, no? Tama? Nung gumimik ka nga, hindi ka nagpaalam eh, sa magulang mo eh. Ito pang magandang oportunidad, kailangan mo pang ipaalam sa asawa mo. Tama? So sabi ko, oo nga, no? Sabi ko, ikaw talaga decision mo talaga in ownership of that. So, that's how I started. And kaya kung ikaw, ito pananiniwalaan ko, no, it doesn't matter kung paano ka na-invite. It doesn't matter kung paano ka nakapag-start. But what matters is paano mo tatapusin yung laban. How will you finish the race? Kasi ako, I joined simple lang. FOMO, fear of missing out. Kaya if you will ask me before, Rowee, bakit ka sumali? Teka, dito kasi mga friends ko, di ba? Champ-champs lang. Ganon. Pero yung taong champ-champs pala, kaka-attend ng training, i-expose mo lang yan ng todo, ipaintindi mo lang sa kanya, time will come. Yung champ-champs na yan, magkakaroon ng malalim na dahilan na yun yung push for that person na ituloy yung laban and i-level up yung laban. Kaya guys, diba? Tapusin mo yung laban, diba? Okay. So, and these are the things that I've learned, diba, throughout my journey in Yusana. Again, yes, I've been more than 5 years, diba, a decade in Yusana. And this is my story. And hopefully, ma-inspire ka. Marami pa akong kailangang aralin. Marami pa akong kailangang tutunan. Yes, up until this level, marami pa. Diba? Sobrang dami pa from my mentors. But ito yung 5 basic principles na natutunan ko that I wanted to share with you. And guys, believe me, kung iintindihin mo lang, maniwala ka, magiging Ruby director ka rin someday. Alright? So number 1 is the law of leverage. Okay, sabi nga, law of leverage, di ba? Mentor, ano ba yan? Oo, nag-nosebleed din ako dyan dati. Di ba? It took me some years, diba, to understand that thing. Pero ibig sabihin lang pala niyan, multiplication and duplication of your time, money, knowledge, skills, self to other people. Okay? So yan, duplication. Alright. So simply saying, there are 2 kinds of income, the active income and the passive income. Yung active income, of course, you have your skills and you have your time. But for passive income, yung skills na maraming tao plus yung time na maraming tao, ganun siya. Parang for example, guys, ganito, no? Pag nagwo-work ka, yung 8 hours na trabaho mo, susweldohan na hindi niya na 8 hours. Tama ba? Pero pag wala ka ng trabaho, wala ka ng sweldo. This is a passive income. You're just like Henry C. You're just like Yushutan. For example, si Henry C, di ba wala na siya ngayon? Dati, siya yung nagbubukas ng mall, siya nag-a-account ng pera, siya nagtitinda. But because of this leverage income, dumating yung oras, tanungin kita, kahit ba magbakasyon ng 1 year, si Henry C, pagbalik niya, may income pa rin ba siya? Of course. Nagbakasyon siya. Ikaw, magbakasyon ka ng 1 year, tignan ko pagbalik mo. Baka hindi mo na kailangan na resignation letter, di ba? Baka termination letter na, di ba, yung madatnan mo. So, mentor, anong point? Diba, for example, i-hire ka, 8 hours a day. Eh, ang daming job. I wanted to earn more. Diba, for example, if you will put up one SM store na kumikita ng kalahating milyon, you need to put up another second SM store if you wanted to earn 1 million. So, ilan yung i-hire mo? Ilang oras yon? Magkano puhunan? Anong kailangan gawin? Ano yung stress effort? Ano yung mga ganang level? So, kaya ang ginagawa, okay. Pero bakit siya mayaman? Simple lang. Kasi ang dami niya oras. Na for example, 8 hours. Kuha ako ng 100 empleyado, that's 800 hours in 1 day. Eh, saan ka nakita ng isang tao na may 800 hours in 1 day? Wala. 24 hours lang tayo every day. So you get the logic of law of leverage. So yan, mamaya explain ko sa inyo. So this is something that struck me, very impactful on me. So this is how most people live their life. From 0 to 20 years old, nag-aaral. Tama ba? Kasi para magtrabaho. So, para magtrabaho. And for me, nothing against with employment, pero alam niyo na yan, ang sweldo parang embudo. Tama? Laging butas. Kaya nga tawag payslip eh. Yung pay nag-i-slip lang. Kaya pala sabi ko, kaya pala ako nag-ipon ng kaya pala masyado ako sentimental. Inipon ko yung mga payslip. Kasi hindi ko na matandaan yung sweldo. Pagdating pa lang, pambayad na. Pagdating dito, pambayad kay ganito. Kadalasan kulang pa. Tama, nakalungkot, no? And Grabe, kasi I grew up also with that. Yung pang-aral namin, parang inuutang. Tapos pagdating ng bonus, babayaran ulit. Kaya sabi ko talaga, darating yung time. Diba, this is the best reward that you could give your family. Diba, this is the best reward that you could give to your parents. Diba, give back. Diba, just give back. So, ayun, going back. So, sa ito imbudo. Ano yan, mentor? Sweldo ka na 15, tama ba? Bayad sa bills. Sweldo ka na 30, tama ba? Bayad sa bills. Ang dami nga hindi magkasya. Pero alam mo nakakatakot? 'Di ba siyempre tatanda ka din, mag-i-age ka din, magre-retire ka. So sabi ko, when that moment came, wala na 15, wala na 30. Pero ang dami mo pa rin bills na babayaran. So sabi ko, hindi mo naman pwedeng sabihin sa Meralco na, uy, pwede bang wag na akong magbayad ng bill? Kasi naman wala naman akong sweldo. 'Di ba pwede mo bang sabihin sa katawan mo na, uy, wag ka nang kumain? 'Di ba tama na kain? Kasi wala ka namang sweldo. Of course not. And I know a lot of people, nakakalungkot they've been working abroad. Of course, diba, most of the people, they don't want to settle abroad. Kasi lumaki ka sa Pilipinas, sanay ka dito, and you wanted to be here with your family. Tama? Kasi kadalasan, ikayo lang dun eh. Pero sabi ko, iba, diba? Iba pag dito, nag-celebrate, nag-party. So, saan ka na gagawin mo? Mag-iipon ako, mag-iipon. Kasi after some time, after 10 years, sabi niya, alam mo, dapat 5 years lang ako dito eh. Kaya lang hindi enough eh. Naging 10 years. Alam mo, dapat 10 years na ako dito, hindi naging enough. Tapos hindi na nila namalayan. 20 years na pala silang nandoon. Meron naman di ako dito kakilala, mga seaman. Kwento lang din po sa akin to yung, or kahit hindi seaman, uuwi ng Pilipinas, tapos parang ang dami, bili mo ko dito, bili dito, bili dito. Kaya minsan nagkukumahog na sila nang sakay ulit. Kasi ubos na lahat ng savings. Imagine, they've been saving that for 1 year, for 8 months, and then all of a sudden, pag uwi, wala na ulit, and they need to go back. Tama? So sabi ko, grabe, no? Grabe talaga. And lastly, I know someone at the age of 60, retirement. Sabi ko, anong gagawin? Magbe-business. Sabi ko, grabe naman. Parang from 20 years old to 40 years, plus 40 years, 60 years old, nagtrabaho ka na. Tapos magbe-business ka pa din. Diba dapat make the most of your remaining time. Diba, just enjoy. Just do your vacation. Just take your rest. So those are the things that struck me. So sabi ko, kailangan ko pa bang dumating sa ganung age bago matuto? Or ngayong age na to, enough na yung learning nila na nakita ko so that I could do something, diba, as of the moment. Again, do not take me wrong. There's nothing wrong with working. But add something while you're working. Add something while you're working. So yeah, so when I computed, sabi ko, paano na yun pag wala na active income? Imagine 20 years old to 60 years old, nagtrabaho ka. And that's 40 years of your life. Sabi mo na, you pray to Jesus, diba? Lord, sana mabuhay ako hanggang 100 years old. Diba? So 60 na retirement hanggang 100 years old. So that's 40 years old. So my question is, how much do you need to save while working for you to be able to maintain the lifestyle when you're not working anymore? That's same. Sabi ko that time, marami ako kapos. Marami ako kilala kapos. Hindi nga nakapag-business, hindi nakapag-save konti lang. Take note, may pumapasok pa that time na income. How much more pag totally wala na? Nagets ba? So sabi ko, magkano? Kaya pala mayroong tinatawag na 97% and 3%. Yan 87%, alam niyo na yan. But I know for sure every one of you, diba, ayaw mo naman na umasa sa iba. Diba, the next time. Diba, choose between ikaw yung hihingi ng tulong or ikaw yung tutulong. Ikaw yung nagsisilbi o ikaw yung sinisilbihan. Diba, it's always a choice. Diba, it's always a choice. And only 3% maintain the lifestyle. They are aging gracefully. They do have the options because they are those people who created the leverage or the passive income. Tama? So are you learning? Yes, so, and during that time, when I was working before, sabi ko, grabe talaga. Diba, alam yan ng mga kapwa-auditors ko, ano yan, ang trabaho by contract, 8 hours. Pero sa totoo lang, 15 hours may take home pa. Alam din niya ng mga teacher. Di ba ang trabaho, akala mo ang trabaho lang ng teacher is magturo. Pero inuuwi mo pa yung lesson plan. Nag-check ka pa ng paper pag uwi. Even the engineers, even the IT, di ba? Even other people. Di ba? Kaya yung supposed to be time mo for family pag uwi and yung rest mo, nakakain pa siya. Why? Because at the end of the day, wala nang may ibang gagawa ng trabaho mo kung hindi ikaw lang din. Wag mo siyang gawin ngayon, the next day ikaw din gagawa. Sabihin mo na, for example, sabi ko, may sakit ka. Bakit hindi ka mag-sick leave? Sabi, simple lang. Kasi, nung nagkasakit, bawas sa sick leave, walang bayad. At the end of the day, hindi naman nag-hire para gumawa ng trabaho ng time na may sakit ka eh. Ikaw pa rin naman yung gagawa. Ikaw pa din. So, pili ka lang kung matatambakan ka na walang bayad or gagawin mo na mag-OT ka, may bayad, pero pagod ka. So, it's always a choice. Diba, ikaw pa din naman. So, yun yung mga observation ko before. So, when I was kaya ang biruan namin ng mga accountant friends ko, grabe no, substance over form. Formality, it's just 8 hours, but by substance, it's more than 8 hours. And then we are just paid 15,000 gross. Diba? Every single month. So, grabe. Kung meron yung saan makarating ang 20 pesos mo, ang tanong na ngayon, saan makakarating ang 15,000 mo? Diba? Ang bilis lang nun. Isang sakit lang, wala na yon. Right? So, when I was new, this is part also of my realization when I was working. So, pag bago ka, wala pa talagang income. Kasi binabayaran ka pa lang, depende kung ano yung skills mo. Wala ka pa namang experience that time. Right? How about the health? Meron pa. Kaya nga kung todo gimmick kasi ang daming health. Wala pa, okay ka pa talaga that time. Diba? Yung stress, hindi pa naman. Kasi wala ka naman ganun ka-responsibility pa. Kasi staff level pa lang. How about the time? Meron pa. Meron pa. Alright. And a lot of people, kahit ako when you work, gusto mo ba mag-settle lang kung ano yung position mo? Hindi. You wanted to go up the ladder. Di ba? You wanted to be promoted. Why? It's just because of promotion itself. It's just because of the title. It's just because of yung titulo. Of course not. Diba? Wala namang tao na gustong magpa-promote ng hindi nadagdagan yung sweldo. So it's just simply an increase in salary. Pero guys, tama ba ako? If sasweldohan ka ng 50,000, do you think bibigyan ka ng pang 20,000 lang na trabaho? Siyempre hindi. Diba? Kahit ikaw owner mag-hire ka ba ng employee na susweldohan mo ng kalahating milyon, tapos magtatrabaho siya ng 3 oras lang? Magtatrabaho lang siya ng pang 20,000. Diba? Of course, hindi. Diba? Kaya asahan mo na, the higher the wage is the higher the effort, the higher the time required, the higher the responsibility. So, pataas yan. Kaya yung income, nagkakaroon na. But how about the health? Nagsasuffer. Because of more time. Because of more stress. Diba? Sobrang daming stress. Sobrang daming responsibility. Kaya kaya sa audit, diba, lokohan din namin to. Makikita mo ang turnover ng tao doon. 2 years lang, 3 years lang Why? Kasi ayaw magpa-promote. yung within the nang hindi tumataas ng todo. Kasi ako personally, umalis ako that time. Why? Kasi kapag supervisor ka, pag may hindi nagawa yung staff, ikaw pagagalitan. Kasi ba't hindi mo hinandle? Bakit hindi mo minonitor? Ba't hindi mo winatch out? Tama? Pag meron namang reklamo, pataas, ibabagsak ulit sa iyo. Kasi nga ikaw yung nagsusupervise. Kaya sabi ko, saan ako lulugar? Diba? So, kaya very stressful that time. Kaya nga sabi ni, Spider-Man, diba? With great power comes with great responsibility. With great salary comes greater stress and responsibility. Tama? So, ganun siya. So, kaya wala naman tayong choice. And how about the time? Of course, wala. Kasi you need to handle a lot of things. Diba? Aside for your work, kailangan i-watch out mo pa yung supervision, kailangan turuan mo pa sila. and everything, right? So, sabi ko, okay, so what's the point of earning bigger kung wala ka namang oras na igastos? So, sabi ko, oo nga, no, it's really about the time. Diba? More than income, more than health, more than stress, is all about the time. Okay, how about the traditional business owner? May income? Oo naman. Pero guys, maniwala ka, walang negosyong walang kapital. Ah, wala. Kaya nung time na pinakitaan ka ng kapital sa'yo sana, dapat lang. Kasi negosyo siya na legit. Kaya walang kikita ng walang puhunan. At lalong-lalong sa lahat, walang kikita na walang effort. How about the health? Ito matindi to. Kasi kung sino yung empleyado, siya na rin yung empleyado. Kasi try mo, mag-put up ka ng 1 million business. Do you think hindi mo yan pupuntahan? What if niloloko ka na nung nagbabantay? Of course, you will watch out. You will audit everything. You will monitor everything. How about the stress? Very stressful. And I know a lot of people ngayon, sobrang stress sila because of the pandemic. Ang daming kailangang asikasuhin. Diba, additional job, sanitation and all, additional capital. And controlling the cost at the same time kasi kailangan nilang mag-attract ng people eh. Tama? And how about you sana network marketing professional? So check natin to. May income? Wala. Kasi nagsisimula ka, di ba yun yung reklamo mo? Abay, nakakala ko ba may income? Akala ko ba yayaman? Ba't hanggang ngayon wala pa din? Di ba yung income daw, parang school lang, parang ikaw. Kadalasan absent. Kadalasan di makita. Or lulubog lilitaw. Di ba yun yung income ng mga nagsisimula eh? How about the health? Somehow, yeah, you're taking supplements, you're taking vitamins. Pero dahil hustle, hard work, diba, sleepless nights, puyat dito, puyat doon, talk after talk, yung we nalang pahinga and all. So somehow medyo nagsasuffer siya ng konti. But guys, watch out. How about the stress? Of course, you're very stressful. Singit ka to When you're bago, di ba, para, coach, ano bang gagawin ko? Di ba, Lord, pwede bang bigyan mo ako ng associate? Ay, pwede bang may invite ako? Nakapag-invite ka na. Kailangan reklamo mo naman, Lord, ba't may invite? Pero ba't walang pay-in? Di ba, yun yung dinasal mo eh. Tapos ngayon, nagkaroon ka ng pay-in. Tapos sa reklamo naman, Lord, ba't ang daming talk? Tapos isa lang yung pay-in. Sabi mo kasi pay-in lang eh. Tapos nag-pray ka na naman. Ano yan? Lord, sana magkaroon ako ng mga associates. Tapos nagkaroon ka naman ng associate. Tapos ang reklamo naman, ang daming talk, ang kulit ng associate, hindi nakikinig, hindi umaattend ng training. Kaya ang sabi ni Lord, gusto mo ba tanggalin na lang natin para wala kang problema sa pakikinig? O kaya naman, Lord, ba't ganon? Dumami siya, pero lumit uli. O gusto mo ba? Wag na talaga siyang lumaki. Nagets mo? So meaning to say, there's always a season, di ba? There's always a process. Sa simula, oo. Walang ganong income. Hindi ka satisfied with that, pero todo yung effort mo. Yung health, medyo puyat, pagod, and all. Stressful, medyo stressful kasi ang dami mong kailangang i-handle. Pero of course, yung time. Diba? Talk after talk. Pero guys, maniwala ka. Sa network marketing, ang sinabi lang naman, gawin mo tama ang pagtatanim kasi darating ka sa tamang anihan. So, ibig sabihin, through time, that income will be passive, increasing and then growing. Eventually, you will be having that health. Like ako dati, essentials lang eh. Kasi nga mas gusto, di ba yung essentials lang kasi hindi kaya ng income. But praise God, di ba? Para kahit lahat ng products na gagamit ka na right now, lahat ng products na gagamit namin with full dosage. All the way from cell essentials to Propsycoquinon, Biomega, Hepasil, Magdical, Procosa, and so on and so forth. Di ba? The value of health. How about the stress? Time will come, you will never be stressed. Because you have a lot of leaders na katulong mo na. Magiging madali na lang everything sa you. You have a change of mindset already. Iba ka na tumingin ng mga bagay-bagay. And then eventually, you will have your time. So our goal is not to have an income alone. Our goal is to have the terms. Diba? to have a life on your own terms, right? So that is the network marketing. Diba? Sa simula, active income siya. But always remember, guys, diba, this is really passive income. Invest your time, effort, sacrifice 5 to 10 years. After that 10 years, you will be reaping that income, that health, no stress or less stress, and you have the abundance of time. Diba? Kaya nga kapag busy ka, tas may work ka, tas may yusanap ka, pagsabayin mo. Diba, 24 hours a day, you have 8 hours, sabihin mo na 10 hours ka nag-work, 5 hours ka natutulog, 5 hours nag-yusana ka pa, tapos the rest of the thing. Gawin mo lang siya. Kasi darating yung time, pag hindi mo to ginawa, ganun pa rin yung oras mo. 10 to 15 hours you need to work. But if you did this, sa simula ka lang naman busy eh. Kasi darating yung time, nagkaka-options ka na. You can leave that 10 hour. Eh, na-free yun. Tapos nakapag-yusana ka pa. Eh, di bigay mo ng todo sa kids mo. Bigay mo ng todo sa family mo. Right? Ibigay mo ng todo sa pagta-travel mo. Ano na-gets mo ba? It's really it. Ito talaga yon. Kaya sabi ko talaga sa sarili ko, dati nagduda din naman ako. Di ba? Hindi ka nag-iisa. Sabi ko, hala, baka mamaya mali ito. Kasi yung mga friends ko that time, they're earning bigger, like 6 digits. Pero sabi nga ng upline, kapit lang eh. Kapit lang. Alam mo guys, tama. Sabi ko ngayon ko talaga na-gets ko talaga. Even if you're earning 500,000, even if you're earning 1 million per month, the moment that you resign, you think may 500,000 and 1 million ka? Wala. Pero try mo sa iyo sana. 5 years, 10 years. Diba? Maliit hanggang papalaki. Aba kahit mawala ka, it is for the lifetime. The passive income. Okay? So, di ko alam kung magpe-play po ito, no? Kung may sounds.
Story of two friends, Pablo and Bruno. Pablo and Bruno were young and ambitious. They dreamt of having their own house, a family, and living their life in wealth and peace. So they got jobs, carrying buckets of water from the river to the village fountain. They were ecstatic. The job paid well, and now they had a way of making their dreams come true. But even though they were young and buff, the river was far and the work was tiring. Bruno said to Pablo, "Dude, don't worry about it. We'll get used to the pain. Plus, one day we'll be able to buy whatever we want." But Pablo didn't agree. There had to be a better way. Pablo told Bruno about an idea of transporting water from the river without breaking their backs or wasting their time. It would be hard at first, but it would pay off in the end. Bruno laughed. "That would take months, years. Ain't nobody got time for that." And so months went by and Pablo continued to work on his pipeline. Bruno and his friends laughed at Pablo. Bruno bought new clothes, dinners, and even a new donkey for his wife. So every day Bruno trudged out to the river, and every day the bucket seemed heavy. Pablo worked on the pipeline, and every day the village became closer. And after much time and dedication, Pablo had finished his pipeline and now was able to give water to the village without any effort at all. The villagers lined up and cheered Pablo for his work. What a hero, this guy. I like water! Bruno is older and bearded now, and the heavy buckets have taken their toll. He can't carry as many buckets of water anymore. He was out of a job. Pablo, on the other hand, was now rich and successful. He now had a continuous stream of income and had plenty of time to spend with his family and doing the things he loved. He told his friend Bruno that he had planned on building more pipelines and offered to help build Bruno one of his own. Eventually, Bruno built his own pipeline and they were both able to stop working and spend the rest of their lives with the friendship and the pipelines they had built. Pablo and Bruno secured a river of cash. Now you have to ask yourself, how long are you going to work a 9-to-5 job? How much longer can you settle for 5 days off a year? Win back your life. After all, you only get one. Are you a bucket carrier or pipeline builder? We're building a pipeline. Come build it with us. Contact the person
Ayan. So, okay naman yung video, coach, no? Grabe. Diba? That's a classic story. And, yeah, that would be the question. Clear naman ako? Naririnig naman?
Yes, Coach.
Alright.
Clear po.
Okay. So, yeah, that is something that I understand. Diba, parang ganito lang siya eh. The owner who is earning the profit, siya yung nagsusweldo ng wages sa mga worker. So, sabi ko, if there will no profits, nag-stop na si owner, how would be the worker who is earning the wages? Kaya from then on, psycho profits are really better than wages. Diba? You just have to choose. Ikaw ba yung nagsisweldo o ikaw yung nagre-receive ng sweldo? Right? So, are you really carrying a bucket or are you building a pipeline? Diba? It's your choice. It's for short term or for long term. Kaya sabi nga ni Rocky Freller, I would rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own effort. Diba? Teamwork is really the key. Kung maraming gagawa, mas dadali. Yung isang bagay na mabigat, pag marami yung bumuhat, mas gagaan siya. Pero pag mag-isa ka lang na bumuhat, mas mabigat talaga siya. Right? Diba? It's always a choice. And you know what? Yeah, okay, mentor, diba? It's really about the pipeline. But ngayon, check mo yung reality. Sa totoo lang, nawala na tayo ng choice eh. Diba? Because efficiency eliminates jobs today. Imagine the call center to machine. Salespeople ngayon order online, like Shopee, Lazada, everything. Kaya yung mga dati, mga fast foods, ang dami-dami, nakita mo pagpunta ka, konti na lang empleyado. And from video stores to Netflix, from bookstores to audiobooks. Kaya sabi dyan, no, start going out of your comfort zone. Soon, machine will take over your work and it has already begun. Diba? We are replaced by bots. If you don't change your game, your future will be very hard. Don't be contented. Diba? Change your game. Kaya sabi ni Bill Gates, diba, if your business is not on the internet, time will come, your business will be out of business. Alam mo dati, when we were sitting, ako sa training parang amaze ako, talaga ba? Darating ba talaga yung time na yun? Pinaniwalaan ko lang. Kasi pinaniwalaan ko lang. And then, it's now happening. Diba? Who would have thought? This era, diba, it's really happening. Kaya sabi ko, buti na lang talaga. Buti na lang. And of course, diba, follow your dreams. Or you'll spend the rest of your life working for someone who did. Diba? Pangarap ng iba, ikaw nagtatrabaho or ikaw nagtatrabaho ng para sa pangarap mo. Kaya meron daw dalawa, the employee and the boss. Dumating, shung! Tapos ayan, tapos sabi, boss, grabe, may new ka na naman ng sports car. Kahapon iba, nung isang araw iba. Tapos sabi daw ng boss, alam mo ba, I'll have another new one next week. Basta sipagan mo, ha? Okay. Diba? Alam mo na yun. Diba? You know it already. The second one is all about the law of replacement. Replace a negative thought with a positive thought to create positive results. Right? The law of replacement. There's no such thing as empty. Diba, for example, ikaw, yung utak mo, pag may tinanggal ka, maniwala ka, why? Mentor, tinanggal ko yung habit eh. Anong ginawa mo? Tinanggal ko lang. Pero ba't wala pa rin resulta? Kasi yung habit, babalik na babalik. Tama? Magtanggal ka, parang sabi nga, parang yung sana lang. Diba? Isang nutrient can kick a free radical. Diba? Pero kung wala kang tinitake na nutrient, hindi niya ikikik yung free radical. So guys, ganun din sa mindset natin. Diba? Replace that habits. From Netflix marathon to sleep. Fast food to organic. Diba? Toxic people. Next is talking to your mentors. TV to exercise, complaining, then to gratitude, blaming, responsibility, overthinking, and then action. Tama? So just replace it. Kasi you become what you feed your mind. Ay, wala akong nakitang kumain ng chichirya tas ang ganda ng katawan. Wala akong nakitang araw-araw nagsasabi ng negative thoughts tapos naging successful. Wala eh. Depende talaga kung ano ipapasok mo sa utak mo eh. Depende kung anong pinapakain mo. And I always tell to myself, my mind is not a trash can. Never ever throw garbage in your mind. Diba? Kailangan pag-ingatan mo yan. Diba kung, kaya ingat ka eh, kung ano yung papakinggan mo. tutulungan ka or hindi ka tutulungan. And you know what? Parang years ago, I have a kwento. Di ba, namahato ako ng Yusana, kaliwat kanan na trainings, talagang nag-full time na ako, tinatrabaho ko to. And pag chinig naman yung cheque ko, wala. And then sabi ng kaibigan ko, Rowee, baka kailangan mo na mag-isip-isip. Kailangan mo na mag-isip-isip. Imaginein mo kami, ilang years na lang pupunta na kami na abroad. Pag nagpunta na abroad, ito na yung kikitain. Alam mo, pagpunta ko sa upline ko, sabi ko, Ups, tama ba talaga itong decision na to? Baka tama sila. Di ba, parang baka sayang, baka it end up magsayang siya. So sabi sa akin, kapit ka lang. Di ba, dire-diretso lang. And you know what? Kadire-diretso. And then boom, di ba, results came in. And meron pa akong story. This is a very important person to me. Ayun, basta, ito yung sabi. Hindi ko na ikikwenta ng todo, no? Sabi ko, magiging successful ako dito. Bakit ka magiging successful? Kasi ko nakita ko I've seen Mentor Clark, I've seen Mentor Nat, and I've seen the people who are earning big. I mean, swerte lang yan. As in, swerte lang yan. Alam mo talaga, nasa utak ko talaga that time. Sabi ko, 97%, 3%. Sabi ng karamihan, 97% ko. Kasi hindi naman ako magaling. Hindi naman okay yung personality ko. I'm not born leader type. Wala akong maraming kakilala. Pero you know what? It's really about mindset. Mindset is everything. Sabi ko, magiging successful ako. Kung 3% lang ang magiging successful, bakit hindi ko ipupush that I'm part of the 3%? Hindi naman pinangalanan ng Lord kung sino yung 3%. So sabi ko, I will become successful. Kaya whatever you feed your mind, whatever you declare, whatever you believe in, that will happen to you. Kasi kahit bigyan ka pa ng grupo na tutulong sa'yo, kahit sobrang ganda pa ng produkto at network marketing mo, like Yusana, kahit ibigay pa lahat ng training sa'yo, pero if you do not believe na may mangyayari sa'yo, walang mangyayari sa'yo. Pero tanggalin mo lahat ng yon. Basta ikaw naniniwala ka. Diba? It will turn into results. Diba? That's very powerful belief. Kaya look, diba? Same age, different choices. What would be your choice? At the end of the day, what would be your choice? Because that sacrifices, ikaw din naman magre-reap ng rewards. Okay, let's check. Check natin, ha? Okay, paano ka pag auto-order? Anong mindset mo? Diba, mentor, gastos, auto-order na naman, ayan na naman, expense, di ko na nga nabibenta, may bibenta ulit, tumatambak na 3BC pa. And all, di ba ganun ka ba? Or ikaw yung auto-order? Wala, guys, ito walang, hindi magiging passive income kung walang auto-order ang kumpanya. Do you believe? Yeah. Kasi imagine, kung walang auto-order, walang gagamit, mag-invite. Continuously invitation. Continuously yung pagbebenta. Pero kapag may income, pagka may auto-order, di ba darating yung time, lalo na pag i-max out ka, kahit wala pang mag-invite, may income ka. Kaya nga nasa 6 ways how to earn siya Tapos discounted ka pa. And wala akong basta walang negosyo na walang auto-order or na walang stocks. Try mo daw magtayo ng tindahan na walang laman. Di ba? Wala naman ganon. Tama? So, kailangan natin talaga siya. How about the goals, di ba? Are you the one walking away with the pressure or are you the one embracing the pressure? Di ba? Are you a tanso or are you a ginto? Are you a charcoal or are you a diamond? Di ba? Diamonds are made under pressure. So, sino ka ba pag 201? Ikaw ba yung mentor? Di ko na-hit yung goal ko. Wait lang, rest ako ha. Papalakas ko muna ako ulit. Tapos nag-close ka ng kwarto, nagpatay ka ng ilaw, nagpatugtog ka ng hindi okay na sounds, tapos you're declaring to yourself, di ka sa magaling, I'm not good enough, tapos nag-walling ka pa. Nag-walling ka. Diba? Tapos, sabi mo pa, parang di ko yata, kaya kumanta ka ng gano'n, diba? Nagmalaje sa Saragossa ka. Tama? So, malamang. Diba? Tapos, biglang fired up. Mentor, tara, game. Game na sa goal. Tapos, na-down na naman. Alam mo bakit? Kasi pagbalik, pagbalik, Friday na. Sabado, tas ganun yung cycle. Kaya guys, iba, lahat naman ng tao nadadown. Pabilisan lang bumangon. Lahat naman ng tao nadidiskaril or nawawala sa linya. Pabilisan lang bumalik sa track. Diba? Embrace the pressure. Diba? Learn new things. Diba? What went right, what went wrong, how to do it right the next time. Diba? How about you when it comes to inviting? Rejection means not for you. Diba? You set that deadline. Diba? Rejections means not for you. No, 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 no. Mentor, ibig sabihin, hindi talaga ako para sa iyo sana. Guys, ito lang masasabi ko. You set the deadline of quitting, but you did not set a deadline of hitting your goals. Kaya pala. Tama? Diba? Tinaningaw mo yung sarili mo, pero hindi mo mapilit yung taning ng goals mo kung kailan mo siya i-hit. Or are you the type of person na rejection is part of the process or not the end of your story? Diba siya sa part? Pampaganda lang yun ang storya mo. How about you when it comes to your coach? No upline or yes upline? Guys, maniwala ka. Diba, hindi ka pababayaan ng upline mo. Kasi at the end of the day, pag under ka na organization niya, diba, ang hirap, diba, it's very challenging to invite person. It's very challenging to teach that person. Hahayaan ba niya na yung taong binigyan niya ng oras, mawawala lang din. Ba, kailangan mo lang maniwala para magka-resulta ka. Okay? How about when it comes to training? Better sayang sa time, paulit-ulit, diba? Ano ka ba? Paulit-ulit is just exposing yourself to get the right mindset. Kailangan kasi natin i-knock out yan para magkaroon ng new person with new mindset and new attitude. Minsan kasi daming isip. Kailangan i-boxing yan. Di ba? Kailangan matumba yan para you can have the new person. Yung bagong tao na yun yung magiging successful. Kasi sabi nga nila, di ba, hindi ikaw yung taong yayaman. Yung magiging ikaw. Kaya knock out the old belief, knock out the old mindset, knock out the bad attitude. So that you can have the good results, di ba? How about the process, di ba? Pwede bang walang hard work pero yayaman? Iba pong network marketing yon, okay? So, walang naging successful nang hindi dumaan sa proseso. Always remember that. Walang pinanganak na college agad after one day. Walang ganon. Walang tinanim na pagtanim mo ngayon, bukas umani ka na agad na madami. Walang ganon. Di ba? Everything is a process, di ba? So, replacement. Di ba? Replace that fixed mindset. Bad habits with good habits. Inconsistency with consistency. Actually, guys, consistent naman tayo Depende lang kung anong habit ba yung ginagawa mong consistent. Tama? Kaya replacement Replace that not income-generating activities to income-generating activities, no income, so that you can have consistent income. Always remember, life is the sum of all our choices. Success is determined by our daily choices and habits. Diba? Falling down is an accident, but staying down is a choice. Right? So, sabi nga ni Jim Rohn, diba? Don't wish it was easier. Pray that you were better. Don't wish for less problem. Pray for more skills. Don't wish for less challenges. Pray for more wisdom. Alright? Kasi kahit tanggalin niya resulta, like the story of Donald Trump, naging bankrupt siya. Pero, siya na kasi yun He has the mindset, he has the skills, he know what to do. Boom! After some time, naging okay siya ulit. So guys, ganun ka din. Right? Guys, 5 years from now, diba? Show me your habits and I can tell you where you will be 5 years from now. The choices you make, the books you read, the food you eat, the people you spend time with, and the habits you adapt will determine the future. The greatest disability is in the mind, not in the body. Alright? Next one is law of average. Diba, mentor, hindi ako magaling. E di magpagaling ka. Diba, a master was once a disaster. A professional was once an amateur. Diba? Do it, what you lack in skills, compensate in numbers. Because when you do something often enough, a ratio will always appear. Tama? Gamitin mo lang siya ng gamitin. Even the people like us, matatagal na, pag hindi namin ginamit, nawawala siya. I don't think so na hindi ka magaling mag-invite. Nakapag-invite ka nga kahit isa I don't think so na hindi ka magaling mag-nurture, na hindi ka magaling mag-duplicate, na hindi ka magaling magturo. Kasi you did it once. And ang ibig lang sabihin nun, if you did it once, you can do it one more time. You can do it all over again. You can do it again and again and again. So damihan mo lang. And what are those skills? Simple lang. Prospecting, inviting, presenting, closing, follow-up, ABC, promoting events. Yeah, ganun lang. Right? Sabi nga ni Paulo, Iba yung kaibigan Paolo natin, routine has nothing to do with repetition. To become really good at anything, you have to practice and repeat until technique becomes intuitive. Guys, maniwala ka. Walang sikreto. Di ba sa'yo sana? Lahat tinuturo na sa training. Baka mamaya, di ba, kakaisip mo na may sikreto, mas walang nangyayari sa'yo. Ito lang, ulit-ulitin mo lang kasi. Di ba, i-master mo lang siya. Hanggang malaman mo kung anong tamang technique. Mentor, wala akong invite. Mentor, di ko alam mag-present. Mentor, disaster representation. Mentor, wala akong na-close. Ano ka ba? Diba, you learn more in losing than in winning. Hindi mo alam, makukuha mo yung tamang timpla. Ibato mo, okay? You know how to adjust. Diba, alam mo kung paano siya i-adjust eh. Diba, parang, mentor, kasi ito yung sitwasyon. Mentor, ito kasi yung sitwasyon eh. Ano ka ba guys, it's not the blowing of the winds, but it's about the setting of the sail. Diba, paano mo ba aralin yung negosyo? Yeah, the season can make you, but you can make the season. Diba, kahit sabihin ng iba na walang pay-in, you can do something para magka-pay-in. Sabi ng iba, mentor, pandemic, walang pera yung mga tao, walang magjo-join, limited yung magjo-join, mahirap mag-rank advance, maraming nawawala kasi hindi masustain yung auto-order. Guys, diba? The same wind blows on us. Depende lang kung paano mo nga isi-set yung sail. And guys, maniwala ka. Those people who set the sail, nakita mo naman yung resulta na nagkaroon sila. If you want to have the result 3 years, 5 years from now, set the sail. Mama, set the sail. So, paulit-ulit, di ba? Mastery. Kaya mas nakakatakot yung tao na isa lang yung inaaral kaysa sa maraming inaaral. Kasi it's all about mastery. Aralin mo lang siya ng todo. Hindi kailangan na madami. The simplest way, the better. Next is the law of momentum. So states that an object will keep moving in the same direction unless it's influenced by external. Wait lang . Okay. Alright? So yeah, the law of momentum. So mass and velocity. Correct? So may kwento ako dyan ha. Ito yung nangyari. Diba? Parang when I was in my Yuzana journey, sabi ko, grabe no, ang challenging pala niya. Parang mahirap talaga siya. Pero guys, maniwala ka, gawin mo lang. Kasi kahit na anong bagay, diba, you just have to understand, the starting is always hard, diba? It requires a lot of energy. Kahit mag-bike ka lang yung unang pedal mo, mahirap talaga siya. Yung first week ng pag-exercise mo, diba, ang hirap? Yung pag-create ng habit. Of course, yung lahat ng first, diba, mahirap, challenging, pero kaya. Again ha, challenging, mahirap, pero kaya. Pili ka lang din doon. Diba? Even yung pag-momentum ng plane, diba, it requires a lot of fuel, it requires a lot of energy. Pero pag na-pick nyo na yung 10,000 miles feet ba yun? Correct me if I'm wrong. Nag-chill na lang siya. Nakagana na lang, lumulutang na lang. And ganun din sa negosyo natin. Diba sa simula? Diba mass and velocity? Mass, ba't siya mass? Kunti pa lang kasi kayo. Ikaw pa lang nagrara ng PPS. Then eventually 4. Yung 4 na wala, ikaw pa nagstay. Pero diretso ka lang. Diba? Huwag kang mawala ng pag-asa, momentum. Just do the same thing with increasing energy, intensifying it. Time will come, you will reach that momentum. Diba? Na magku-cruising ka na lang. Right? So, and velocity, diba? Mas bumibilis ang organization, mas nagkaka-momentum pag nagiging grupo, pag dumadami kayo. Diba? Mas bumibilis kasi hindi lang ikaw yung nagrarang advance, maraming nagrarang advance. Imagine that. Diba? For example, you wanted to hit your top apprentice, isang PPS lang sa right, isang PPS sa left, you can hit that income. If you wanted to hit that goal directorship, 3, 4 na nagrarun ng TAEC sa left and right, you can hit that. So it's always a group. Yung bigat ng organization yung dami, doon din yung bilis niya. Diba? So intindihin mo lang. Marami kasi like ako before, so maybe it's not for me. Guys, nagsisimula ka pa lang. Hindi pa timing yung it's not for you. Diba? Try mo tapusin yung laban. Hindi ka pa tapos eh. Nasa gitna ka pa lang. Kaya nga sabi nila, there are 2 kinds of people, the successful and the quitter. The quitter are are dapat successful na tao, they just took it too soon. Alright? So, ito lang masasabi ko. Why expand so much energy to get yourself moving only to crash down later? Para mag-quit ka lang. Of course not. Di ka naman nag-invest para mag-quit. Okay? What to do? Stick on your discipline. Okay, bilisan ko na po or commit to your routine. Diba? Sulat mo yan. Just do it, just do it, just do it. Do not kill the momentum. Wag mainip. Do not compare your day 1 to other people's day 60. Nagets mo? Diba? Yes, look at your upline. But as your upline, anong ginawa nila on their first 5 years sa Usana? Okay? Do not look at the result at that moment, but look at their habit and attitude and mindset and puyat na nagpapunta sa kanila dun sa moment na yon. And yun yung gayahin mo. Okay? Wag lifestyle mo na agad. And of course, guys, diba, level up your game. Diba, iangat mo siya. Gawin, iangat. Tama? Iangat mo siya ng todo. Alright. So, ganito lang siya. Mindset, attitude, skills, activities equals results. Intensify. Kasi you need to level up para mag-level up yung resulta. Never kasi magiging same yung resulta na same na yung activity, skills, and mindset and attitude mo. You need to level up. Ganun talaga. Wag mapapagod. And of course, start and keep going until you reach a point that you're unstoppable anymore. Okay? So, bilis ako na lang po. Sorry. I think time's up na. Diba? This is the salary projection. Diba? If you're earning 15,000 a month, 180K per year, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. 20% increase yan. And this is the Usana income projection. Provided 1 rank advancement ka lang per year. When I did this graph, sabi ko tama. Akala mo lang talo ka. Akala mo lang walang nangyayari sa'yo. Akala mo lang hindi okay yung Usana. Because you're comparing your day 1 to other people's day 60. Diretso ka lang. Kasi, then again, Usana is not a sprint. But this is a marathon. It's not about the beginning, but it's about the ending. Right? Kaya kapag hindi pa daw happy, hindi pa ending. Kasi dapat happy ending. So, kung hindi ka pa contented, because you can give more pa, then dire-diretso lang. And guys, based on graph it's amazing how people think 4 years is a long time to succeed in a business, but think it's alright to stay broke at a job of 40. Huwag ka mainip. Diba, ang buntis nga 9 months. Diba, ang college nga 4 years, 5 years sa Usana. 1 month ka pa lang, 6 months ka pa lang, 1 year ka pa lang, inip ka na agad. Diretso lang. So, kwento lang, the parable of the sower. Yan. Alam niyo na yan, diba? The parable of the sower. Diba? The ambitious sower, the excellent seeds. Diba? Saan niya trino? Sa ground. Diba? Sa path. Kinain daw ng birds. So, yan yung mga associate natin na nag-join lang, pero product user lang daw sila. Bilisan ko na lang po. Sorry, Miss Beng. But the secret is, the farmer keep on sowing. Rocky places. Yan yung mga associates na, okay, tarang, nagkaroon, dinire-diretso, nag-PPS, kaya lang after PPS, akala nila PPS na lang. Okay, nag-wither. But the farmer kept on sowing. And then napunta sa turning ground. So these are the people na grabe ang bilis from PPS to TA to Elite Circle to LS to Gold. But after that, nawala lang ulit sila. Arrival. Nag-arrival mindset na. Ay mahirap pala. But the farmer kept on sowing. And it fall on the good soil. And then because of that, 30, 60, 100. Siksik, liglig at umaapaw. So guys, dire-diretso ka lang. Present ka lang ng present. It will fall on the right ear. Present ka lang ng present. You will get the right leader. Diba? Na magbibigay ng 30, ng 60, ng 100. It's not about 100 people who's giving you 100. But it's about the one leader that will give you 100. Okay? So ang secret, keep on sowing. Winners see failure as another reason to try again. Losers see failure as an excuse to quit. Kaya guys, the consequence, diba kapag nag-momentum ka na, it's easier to keep moving. Ganon-ganon ka na lang. Parang bisikleta, patapik-tapik na lang. It's harder to stop. No one can stop you. To be successful at something, you don't have to be different. You simply have to be what most people aren't, consistent. So guys, diba, keep on sowing, dire-diretso lang, and lastly, law of greatness. You can have everything in life you want. If you will, Just help other people get what they want. Gusto mo maging healthy? Mamudmud ka ng health. Share you sana. Gusto mo maging wealthy? Mamudmud ka ng business opportunity. Kasi the more na kumikita yung downline mo, the more na kumikita ka. The more na healthy sila, the more na nagiging healthy ka. The more na tutulungan mo sila nag-rank advance ka rin. The more na nagbibigay ka, parang kang river, the more na bumabalik sa'yo ulit. That's really about greatness. The more that you share to other people, the more na may nare-receive ka. Ay, alam niyo na yan. And I wanted to appreciate these people. Kasi parang river lang, na-flowan lang din ako. Nakinig lang din tayo. Kung wala sila, wala rin din ako. Like my mga mentor, Michi, Patrick, di ba? Mentor Ina, Jen, and of course, all of my leaders. Di ba? There's no such thing as one successful person na siya lang. A person became successful because there's a team na nagbaback up dun sa tao. And thank you, di ba? Thank you for everyone. And of course, guys, di ba? Learn to duplicate. Di ba? When you learn to be great, transfer it. If your plan is for 1 year, plant rice. If your plan is for 10 years, plant trees. If your plan is for 100 years, educate the children. And of course, diba, build a team with the same dream. Hindi lahat ng tao mag-i-stay at sasama sa'yo. Pero piliin mo yung tamang tao na mag-i-stay at mag-create ng grupo. Okay? And this is the team that I have right now. Okay. So, yeah, my story is happy-go-lucky. Seryoso yung Yusana, nag-expose ng sarili. And here I am. Coach Jenna Maikayap, of course, diba Coach Jenna? Dating baong sa utang, one more round, one more meeting. And here she is, diba? Our Executive Ruby Director. Coach Matt and Kim Portales, naniwala lang. Nagraran ng PPS after PPS, kaka-invest lang sa Yusana. Sabi namin umattend ng Asia Pacific Convention para lumaki grupo. Naniwala. Gumastos para sa convention. And look at them now. Your Executive Ruby Director. Coach Jonel and Nilda, di ba ang ating mga guro? Ilang beses na putol yung TA, ilang beses na putol ang EC. Maniwala ka guys, ilang months nila hiniit yung gold. Last week na nalaglag pa, third week na nalaglag pa. And here they are, a gold director. Coach Ray Purawan, di ba? Almost mawala yan. Kasi 5 days nag-work, weekend nagbibicol. Guys, Bicol bus? Di ba? Kamusta naman yung tulog? Got one more round. Here she is. Here he is, di ba, gold director. And of course, Coach Bailey Villanueva. Right? Ang ating seaman, iniwan ang pagbabarko na malaki yung kinikita. 1 year, walang nangyari. 1.5 year, walang nangyari. But on the 6 months after that, 1.5 months, unstoppable. And he got, di ba, more than the income that he's earning outside. Kasama pa yung pamilya. Coach Jeff and Pia Kapule. Kasabay ko po yan. Guys, maniwala ka. More than 5 years, wala kang result. Diretso ka pa ba? Buong pamilya niya nasa Amerika, pinupukpok na si Pia na pumunta ng Amerika. Pero nilalabang pa rin niya yung Yusana. But they keep on sewing. And they are now gold directors. And of course, iba Coach Janina Bautista. Diba, our gold director. Yeah, politics. Alam niyo naman yung balita dyan. But not all people, not all politicians are like that. Sabi niya, ano bang goal ko para maging politician? Diba, tumulong? Sa iyo sana rin naman makakatulong ka. Diba? Rather than getting resources, why not you are the one giving resources? And alam niyo na yung story niya, magpakwento kayo, no? Maraming nangyari, but just one more run. And now she's a gold director. And marami pa, maraming storya pa. And this is the story of success. Right? So to end my talk, diba? To end my talk, guys, sa simula, kailangan mo lang maniwala. Law of leverage. Walang tao kasing kumikilos nang hindi naniwala. Intindihin mo lang yan. And then, while on the process, law of replacement, it's about attitude and mindset. Plus, learn the right skills, the law of averages. Pero wag ka mainip. Because there's always an element of time. And that is the law of momentum. You keep on doing, you keep on doing, you keep on doing. Do not stop when you're tired, stop when you're done. Do not quit when nothing is happening. Quit when you are there already, when you're successful. And that's the time that you can have that law of greatness. Diba? Duplicate and duplicate para hindi na mag-stop yung results na meron ka. And that was me, my story. Yeah, yan po ang aking story. Sabi ko that time, mag-usap kasi kami ni Coach Janina, no? Shout out to Coach Janina. Sabi ko, coach, mahihain ako eh. Ba't ako magsasalita? Pwede bang iba na lang? Eh kasi siya madaldal siya, di ba, politician. Sabi niya, God put you there in the limelight. Just accept the challenge. Di ba? God put you here. Di ba? Accept the challenge. Be a diamond director so that others will be inspired. And that person, dati lang din naman siyang nasa crowd. Guys, maniwala ka. If you succeed, every mistake becomes legendary. Yang nararanasan mo na pangit ngayon, yan yung papalakpakan sa susunod na panahon. Papalakpakan yan. Diba? And I just want to share to you the income. Ito yung pagod na pagod ako. Ito yung puyat na puyat ako. Ito yung, sabi ko nga kay Mentor Michi eh, yung nagtatawanan kasi kami dahil magde-declare kami ng income, tapos wala. Anong income mo? Wala. Ikaw upline, wala din. Tapos tawanan kami sa iyak. Because that was the time na nag-full-time ako. Nasabi ko, tama bang nag-full-time ako? Tama ba yung ginawa ko? Nawala yung grupo. Diba, na-attrition. And guys, remember when there is recession, there would be expansion after. So when there is attrition, your business expansion will soon go after. So yun na yung pinaniwalaan ko. As in, walang pang auto-order. If you will compute that, ang liit niya 119. Wala akong pang training. Wala akong pampunta ng office. Wala akong pambili ng ganito, ganyan. Yung pamasahe ko papunta yung sana, pa-uwi wala pa. I need to sell one product. Pero sabi nga na upline ko, dire-diretso lang. Di ba, dire-diretso lang. Alam mo guys, na dumire-diretso, yung 1 year na grabe talaga, nakakayak yung 1 year na yun na 2011. Hindi ko na lang makwento kasi nagmamadali na po ako. It happened today, just 1 week. That 1 year na pagod, soon enough, that would be your 1 week. That would be your 1 week income. Grabe, no? And then, this is what happened to me. Mabilis sa sharing, patawarin mo na ako, Miss Beng. Diba? Something came up with my family. Nagka-COVID kami, buong family. Kaya nawala rin ako for some time. I got COVID twice. 2 beses na magkasunod. Wala ako sa Usana for 3.5 months. At hindi ako nag-Usana. Tulog lang ako. Totoo yung war within your bodies ng Usana. Yung naglalaban yung free radicals and all, di ba? And mentor, bakit ka nagka-COVID? Guys, wala namang COVID yung content. Wala namang COVID content yung Usana. So, di ba? Pero imagine, no? Sabi ko lang, ang dami ko realization. Sabi ko, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Why? If I did not take supplements for 1 decade, 2 magkusunod 2-week difference, baka nasa hospital na ako. Baka wala na ako. Kaya health is really what matters. Natulog lang ako. Diba? Yan, nagka-pneumonia, pero natulog lang. Tapos after some time, nagtataka yung doctor, bakit nawala siya agad. Diba, sabi ko, health, investment sa health. And number 2, sabi ko, praise Jesus. Diba, because of this, yan. As in, totally walang ginawa. Kaya guys, maniwala ka, gawin mo siya ngayon. Kasi time will come. Pag kinailangan mo at hindi mo siya magawa, ganyan yung mangyayari pa rin sa'yo. And nabaliw ako dito. Actually, hindi pa lang nakakita, no? Yung 1 week kanina, diba? That week. Diba? What is 1 to 5 years of intense focus? 1 is 1 to 5 years of intense sacrifice if it means a lifetime of freedom. Diba? Nakikita niyo ako, top income earner. Say ko, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Alam mo, magigilty ka pag tinignan mo talaga effort ko that time kasi wala akong ginagawa eh. Kasi nasa kama lang ako, di ako makatayo, di ako makapagtok. Kababalik ko lang po. But sabi ko, doon ko na-appreciate yung power of sowing and reaping. Just keep on sowing. Magtanim ka lang na magtanim. Kasi darating yung time. Diba, I'm not yet a diamond director, but that's the reaping. Diba, iba yung time ng tinanim, iba yung time ng ani. Ikaw, anong story mo? Kailan namin maririnig ang story mo? How many lives will never be changed or how many stories will never be heard simply because you give up? Diba? Life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, some exciting, but if you never turn the page, you will never know what's the next chapter holds. Diba? Self-doubt? Diba? Self-doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Huwag mo nang tanungin, bakit ako? Sabihin mo na lang, dapat ako. Hindi po yan tanong dapat ako. Stop stopping yourself. Diba? Your results is directly proportional to your belief. If you have small results, then blame your belief. Ikaw yan eh. And last na po, when the reason ends, faith begins. Kapag hindi mo na mapaliwanag ang sitwasyon, maniwala ka na lang, ito ay may rason. Sabi po ni Mentor May yan. Ni Mentor May rason. Diba? Maniwala ka na lang. Minsan kasi tanong ka ng tanong, hanap ka ng hanap. Baka kailangan mo lang maniwala. Madalas, kailangan mo lang maniwala at umaksyon. For sure, darating ang time, masasabi mo, buti na lang naniwala ako at umaksyon. So, yun lang po. Hopefully, di ba, na-inspire kayo tonight. Again, my goal is not for you to be inspired, but for you to be inspired and make your move. Di ba, nonsense ang training kung hindi ka kikilos. It's really about, it's not about thinking, but it's about doing that will give you the result. So yun lang po. We wanted to hear your story. To God be all the glory. Thank you so much and sorry for the overtime.
All right. So thank you so much, Mentor Rowee. That was a powerful story, no? Sobrang dami po naming learnings and of course wisdom na nakuha from your talk, and definitely we will make a move. Yes, definitely. So guys, as that moment, so you can type it in all your questions. No, we will entertain 3 questions po, no, to our speaker. So, and of course, can you please type it in also, I am a winner. Yan, we are claiming for the rest of the months of the year, diba? So we are so excited. So anday natin yung mga questions natin. Ayan. All right. And of course, we are so thankful, Mentor, kasi siksik, liglig at umaabaw yung mga learning. Sobrang hindi po namin namalayan yung oras. Ayan. So guys, can we have your questions, diba? So Mentor, meron tayong isang questions dito. Ayan. So I think I received one, no? So Mentor, for those people, especially, no, since attrition is normal, so how do you encourage? Kasi ito po yung normally na na-encounter ng iba. And how do you encourage again the inactive associates?
Alright. Okay, sige. Ako kasi, ito yung paniniwala ko. Sige, story ko before, no? When a lot of people is asking me, Mentor, paano ba gagawin? Paano yung ganito? Paano yung ganyan? Siguro, ang like kong sagot lang dyan, maniwala ka lang. Maniwala ka lang at wag kang maiinip. Kasi tama ba ako, ang kalaban nating kaharamihan, inip naman talaga eh. You don't understand and you're not trusting the process. But it's the process that will give you na maging tamang tao ka para magkaroon ka ng tamang resulta. Nakuha nyo ba? Hindi lang po talaga ako mainipin. Siguro yun lang yung naintindihan ko talaga sa training. So during that time that when I was starting my Usana business, kasi I don't have a name. Kwento ko, coach, context to. I don't have a name in Usana. Talagang ang bagal na result. I got my PPPS one day. Last day. Diba? Tapos, whenever, pagka may namimita ka ng mga mentors, talagang walang rowing. Talagang, yung grupo ni Gala ganyan. Kasi I'm not a superstar that time. Sabi sa niya hindi talaga, hindi ako leader type eh. Pero alam mo, sabi, pinahawakan ko lang yon, dire-diretso ka lang. Kasi if you don't want attrition in the first place, you must not be part of the attrition associate. Nakuha mo? Nag-gets ba yung point na yon? Ulit ha, mentor ayoko na attrition. Mentor, ba't hindi ito ba't nawawala? Dapat ikaw yung unang tao na hindi man mawawala. So that's number 1. So dapat klaro ka na magdire-diretso ka. So, nawala may mga nawala. Of course, me to Mentor Michi, daming nawala. Marami rin ako nawalang associate. Actually, kaya ako nag-full-time kasi hitik yung grupo. Pero pagka full-time ko, alam mo, God tested me. Nawala. Everyone. As in, everyone. Kaya lang for me, once I burn the bridge, I burn the bridge. Ano ibig sabihin nun? Pag may pinaniwalaan, do whatever it takes na yung pinaniwalaan mo, mangyayari. Siguro yun yung klaro sa akin. Kasi success is composed of a lot of crossroads. Just pick one and then follow that road, whatever happens. So, ganun yung ginawa. Tama. And, mentor, yung attention, anong gagawin natin dyan? Yung you, pag nag-PPS, magkakaapat. Diba? Nagkarugtong. Mentor, nawala sila. Okay. Basta ang akin, nandun yung you. may pag-asa ka pa rin sa'yo sana. At the end of the day, tama ba ako, 3 busy ka? Ang downline mo sa left, ikaw, si 02. Ang downline mo sa right, ikaw pa rin, si 03. Kaya kapag na-attrition ka, nawalan ka ng grupo, nawala yung tao, anong gagawin? Mag-invite ka ulit. Mag-invite ka ulit, mag-invite ka ulit, mag-invite ka ulit, mag-invite ka ulit. Mentor, nawala yung leader ko. Diba? It happened also to me. Lahat ng, yung mga tinututukan ko that time, actually nag-director. And then nawala din sila. Pero alam mo, that moment, sabi ko nga sa inyo you learn more in losing than in winning. You learn more in attrition. Tama? So, natutunan ko that time, how to handle. Diba, sometimes it's about you. Mapapaisip ka what went right, what went wrong, what to do next, how to make it right. It's about you. Kaya kapag may nawawala, pag may problema, pag nawawala yung tao, upo ulit ako sa drawing board. Kasi kung ano nangyari, what happened, is about the season. Kasi sometimes about you. For sure, meron kang kailangan i-level up. For sure, meron kang kailangan i-upgrade. Baka mamaya kasi, dahil naging into ka sa process, prospecting, inviting, blah, 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 may mga bagay ka na hindi nakikita. Na because of that one situation of attrition, kailangan pala ganito. Kailangan pala nagtuturo. Kailangan pala maging patient. Kailangan pala mag-develop ng relationship. Hindi pala puro, what's your goal? Anong goal mo? Nasaan ka? Ba't di ka umattend ng training? Bababa. Tapos sabi ng downline, mentor, in hospital po kasi ako, nasaksak. Joke lang yon. So, sometimes you need to ask before ka tututututut. Kaya nga, in goal setting, have a goal, set a plan, pero ang every single week, always assess and adjust. I'm always observing. Lagi ako nag-observe. Pag may nawala, what happened? Anong kailangan gawin? Ito yung mindset ko. How can I turn my mindset so that I could turn the results? Siguro, nasagot ko ba? Parang sa attrition, guys, you need to understand that you can lessen the attrition, but you can never make it zero. Walang ganon. Walang tao na bumili ng kape na puro Starbucks at never nag-coffee bean. That's attrition. Nakuha nyo? Walang tao na puro McDonald's. At some point, nag-Jollibee yan. Nagets mo? So, diretso ka lang. And then, find that leader. Diba? Mentor, hahabulin ko ba yung leader? Alam mo, para sa akin, when something happened, tapos ginawa mo naman yung best mo, best mo. Minsan kasi ikaw, minsan nasa season, minsan nandun na sa tao. Dahil habol ka ng habol, ilang tao yung iniwanan mo sa grupo? Simply because hinahabol mo yung isang nawala. Baka mawala din ito. So why not rebuild? Sabi nga nila, mahirap bumuhay ng patay. Tama? So mag-create ka na lang ng bago. So kung gusto mong buhayin yung patay, alam mo mabubuhay yan? Have results. Let your result be your noise. Kailangan nag-uumapaw siya. Kailangan nagtotodo rinig siya na kahit yung mga nag-quit, mapapabalik mo sila. And it happened. Sa mga, shout out din sa mga crosslines po natin na bumalik. Diba? Simply because nagkaroon na resulta. Kasi during that time, nung nag-gold ako Coach Jen, can I share? To my direct sponsor, no? Si Coach Jen kasi, nagkaroon siya ng challenge that time. Di ba, nagkaroon lang siya ng challenges na wala siya partly sa USANA. And I always told her na, sabi ko, ay nasa utak ko talaga, kaya mo mag-rank. I will be a goal director so that I could spare whether may downline, may crossline, or may upline. And then nag-thank you si upline sa akin that time. And I told her, it just so happened, ako yung nilagay ni Lord doon. Ako yung nilagay. So ikaw, build your team. Diba, get your results. Hindi para iangat yung sarili mo, but para manghatak ka kahit sinong tao. Diba, that is the story that God has given you. Diba, just take the challenge. Tama? So yung sa attrition, again mag-quit na lahat. Basta yung you, nasa preview mo pa at nag-auto order yung you. Diba, dire-diretso pa rin ang negosyo. Diba, dire-diretso pa rin. Kaya nga 97% and 3%. Sa isang presentation, may nagsabi sa akin, Alam mo, Yuzan is not for everyone. Hindi lahat magiging successful. Alam mo sagot ko? Oo. Yuzan is for everyone and not for everyone. Yuzan is for everyone. Ino-offer mo sa tao. But not for everyone because it's only for the willing. So same thing with the attrition. If you did your best and they're not willing, ang rule of thumb, just keep the relationship. Wag mong aawayin. Just keep the relationship. And then create a whole new empire. Right? Mag-create ka ng empire. May sasabihin pa ako eh. Okay. Basta hindi ikaw yung part lang nawala. Tapos wag ka mainip. Last story. Coach Jenna May Kayap is my first ever Gold Directors Organization. I kept on asking myself, sabi ko, magaling ba ako? Magaling ba ako? Bakit sabi ng iba magaling ako? Pero bakit hindi ako makapag-create ng Gold Director? Pero alam mo, dire-diretso. Akala ko ba, Coach, ang galing-galing mo. Tapos sa loob-loob ko, magaling ba talaga ako? Bakit yung grupo ko puro attrition? Gaganon, mawawala. But I understand what mentor, not mentor Mel says. Yung pag-create ng grupo, lalaki, liliit. Lalaki, liliit. Lalaki, liliit. Kasi guys, always remember, laging nagsasala. A lot of people join, but most are tanso and only few are ginto. A lot of people are doing Yuzana, but may mga charcoal sineseparate sa diamante. So kaya po may attrition, sineseparate lang. Para hindi ka daw mapagod later on, sabi ni Lord. Kasi try mo. Diamond director ka, pero 1,000 yung group. Kasi ikaw lahat nagpe-present. Sa boses mo. Tama? Kaya 97 and 3% love. May tamang tao para sa tamang negosyo. Kaya mo na-encounter yung no at kaya ka na-attrition kasi hinahanap, sinasala yung deserving ng time mo. Yun po. Sana nasagot ko.
Thank you so much, Mentor Rowee, for that. Of course, all the stories that you have shared. As much as we want to entertain more questions, we have a very limited time, but can we all flood in our chat box? Thank you to our speaker. Thank you, Mentor Rowee. Ayan. So we would like, of course, to acknowledge, diba, all our participants in this room. So Mentor, thank you so much for your generosity of your time and powerful insight and messages that you have shared with us tonight. And we have been truly inspired, not just inspired, but we are energized for the week. So, of course, just to share with you some of my learnings, no, one more thing, no, is that we will all fail. But the good news is that that's all the more that you can try again. Okay, that you can try again because you are a winner. And I'm so excited because we will now share our announcements. Don't go yet. Our announcements for this week. So our technical team will show and flash on the screen. Ayan. So on Wednesday, we will have another power hour of learning, and we will be hearing from one of our top elite circle member, Coach Irvin Ivan Lizardo, and one of our executive goal director, Coach Golden Pantaleon Cotillon. Ayan. So on Friday, ayan, yes guys, this is very exciting. Alam niyo po ba, of course, with so much challenges, no? So stewardship has become all the more relevant and important for us to grow what we are interested with us in this business. Kaya guys, we all have our stewardship journey. Kaya guys, don't miss this training kasi ang deadline po ng ating promo, of course, that you can get it for $350 is on Wednesday. So make sure that you and your teammates are plugged in here. So wag natin pong i-miss. We have last 3 days to avail. So on Wednesday and on Thursday, that's gonna be $450. So let's all have the register on this training. So ayan, and we are so thankful for your presence, and of course for MLM 101, so you can scan this for us to have access from premium videos and training. So nandito po talaga lahat for us to master your business. So wag mong i-miss to. So very good, and for annual training. So yeah, I'm very excited, guys. thank you so much for, of course, your patience, and thank you for staying up until the end. So guys, thank you so much. And this has been your host, and we are excited to hear and learn with you all on our next Power Hour of Learning. So guys, have a great day.